Hey, I'm Lonnie Leo.
And I'm Adam Baha.
And together, we're the Song Guys.
We've written over 400 songs and have cuts across nearly every genre.
From pop to country to Americana and CCM, we've amassed hundreds of thousands of streams and radio play in 7 different countries.
Across every project, one thing has remained the same: the art of the song.
Songs have the ability to make people feel something special, and seeing how these songs impact people every day gave us an idea.
What if we were to take people's real stories and write a personalized song just for them? Here's how it works.
We had folks write in to tell us about someone special in their lives. Using some of their favorite songs and artists as references, we create a one-of-a-kind song that tells their story.
We'll dive into the stories behind hit songs, how they were made, and show you how we write and record our own songs.
We can't wait to show you what we come up with.
We are the Song Guys.
Hey everybody, it's the Song Guys. I'm Lonnie Leo.
And I'm Adam Baha.
Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great show for you here today. Why don't you tell them a little bit about the song?
Madison wrote in to us, and she wants a song for her friend Austin.
Okay.
Austin has been kind of a steady rock and friend for Madison for the past couple years. She wrote in that he is the most selfless, caring, and loving person that she's ever met. She recently moved out of town, and so she actually lives up in Iowa. Austin still lives back down here in Nashville. And she just wanted a song telling Austin that, hey, I'm thinking about you, I miss you, and I really value the times that we had together when she was here living in Nashville with him. She gave us 3 different songs. 2 of them were Garth Brooks songs, which Garth Brooks is the GOAT. You can't get any better than Garth in country music. But then she also gave us a song by Dawes called Moon in the Water. We've done a lot of country so far on this show, and so we thought it'd be fun to kind of tackle a Dawes type song. So Lonnie, why don't you tell us a little bit about Dawes?
Yeah, Moon in the Water has the train beat feel. I wonder if this guitar is going to be in tune. It kind of reminds me of a John Mayer type song. Boom, chop, boom, chop,
yeah.
boom, chop, boom, chop, boom, chop, boom.
It's like the
So
guitar
kind
is
of
very
boom,
percussive.
Yeah, it's like its own drum set already. Also, they had some cool organ stuff, so we're going to get a little bit of that in there. I played Resonator Slide. It's really great. Do you want to talk a little bit about the song structure?
So Moon in the Water was really interesting for us for a couple of reasons. One is the percussive elements and just the instrumentation of the song that Lonnie just talked about.
Very nice.
The other is the lyric structure. What Taylor Goldsmith does, who wrote the song, doesn't rhyme any line except for the 4th line of each stanza. So the 4th line ends in goes, and then the 8th line ends in chose. And those are the only 2 rhymes in the first verse. And
cool.
Yeah, it's very interesting, but it also gives you a really big payoff when those lines do rhyme.
Yeah, delayed gratification.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's like the anticipation and the build-up. Your ear wants to hear that rhyme, and when he finally gives it to you, it just feels really nice.
We wanted Sour Patch Kids, and he gave us Brussels sprouts.
He did, but then at the very end, he snuck in a Sour Patch.
But then at the very, it's like a little glaze. Little history lesson. There used to be a band called Simon Dawes, and one of my favorite guitar players and producers, Blake Mills, was in that band. Just really, really creative, a very in-demand producer in LA.
Nice.
And he's got a bunch of original music that is super awesome too. Check out his stuff with Pino Palladino, legendary bass player.
Yes.
The Who, John Mayer. I mean, just everybody. Pino is a legend. He's putting out records with him. I got a song called Hey Lover from an album like maybe a decade ago or something that I probably still listen to like once a week. Very interesting, creative music. We spent a lot of time trying to write hooky stuff. I really enjoy putting on some of that like experimental stuff he's done with Pino, or just some of his other music at the end of the day.
Go and check it out. So one of the stories that Madison wrote to us about was her and Austin went to a bowling arcade, and she actually won tickets to win a prize, and the prize was this cheap rope ring. And to this day, Yep. So still to this day, he wears that cheap rope ring. And again, I think we talked about in an earlier episode how some phrases or some imagery just pops out at you and it's just begging to be written about. So we took the theme of cheap rope ring, and that is what we built the song around.
Let's get after it.
Walk in the room, and he's already here, ready to start the day. Let's go. You ready, Gru? You're gonna have to wake up if you want to cut some hit records.
You're their song on mine, summer on stone. singing on my own. And we're slow to make it last. We're slow, focused on a friendship. And slow to make it last. Told me to chase my dreams down and move every stone. Spent 4 years together. How time goes so fast.
Yeah, that's perfect. Literally that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The master at work, boys and girls.
Been spending nights alone. You're still the only boy that I call home.
Yeah, I don't want them to just cry. I want the people watching to cry too. Cry count 10.
Cry
or
count 10.
even higher than that. 20.
Poison. No, we've been spending nights alone. You're still the only boy that I call home. Carry you with me everywhere, like the cheap rope ring that you still wear.
So we currently have Lonnie's guitars and the snare brushes that we recorded a couple weeks back. I still feel like there needs that middle to kind of fill it out a little bit. I'm gonna add a Rhodes piano, and this is what it kind of looks like. I used just Omnisphere. Their Rhodes sound beautiful. We're gonna be putting the Rhodes LA Custom Warm patch on this track, and this is kind of what it's gonna sound like. Test, test. What I'm trying to do is lay down this middle section that I was talking about and thicken up kind of the instrumentation. The key is I want to make sure that I play voicings of the chords that don't step on Lonnie's slide solo. My role is purely supportive in just adding to the foundation of the song, but not taking away from the icing. And the icing in this case is Lonnie's slides. If you recognize that, that's because they are the same 4 chords from the beginning of Elton John's Your Song, which is one of my favorite songs of all time, without a doubt. Lonnie had this great idea to put this chord progression in, and it works so good because it has that nostalgia to it, which really goes well with the lyrics of Cheap Rope Ring. Even after adding the Rhodes piano, I still felt like this song needed some more layers to it, maybe one more layer just to kind of fill it out a little bit. And I was hearing kind of like an organ type thing. So I found this patch. Kind of sounds kind of like carnival-y a little bit. And you know, this song is about how they won tickets at a bowling arcade. And so actually I think it fits really well. So it goes like this. Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna turn it down again. I just want to support the slide because that's the main instrument, but I think this will add some good color and texture to the whole thing. So we sent Madison the song and she absolutely loved it. Madison, thanks for sharing your story with us.
And here's Cheap Rope Ring.
Moved up north from Nashville, out to the white cornfield. The miles sure add up fast, from my heart down to yours. We both have some feelings we never could conceal. One day we'll watch the sunrise as the coffee pours. Austin, you got a heart of gold, and I miss having your hand to hold. Looking at the city lights aglow, and drinking tea when the nights got cold. Now we've been spending nights alone. You're still the only boy that I call home. Carry you with me everywhere, like the cheap rope ring that you still wear.
Hey guys, it's Adam. Thanks so much for watching our show. If you know anyone who deserves a song and would like to hire us to write you a song, shoot us an email at songguysmusic@gmail.com. As always, if you like what you see, please subscribe and follow us on our socials at The Song Guys. Much love.